Hello, I am D-Man, back with another Total Drama video. This time we are doing What If There Was a Ridonculous Race 2. So basically, this has Don as the host, basically just like the Ridonculous Race, except more. This will be 26 episodes, and I've selected 20 teams, so 2 more than the original. 8 of the teams are returning from OG Ridonculous race, and there are 12 new teams. If I probably, if I actually wanted to, I'd probably have some new characters in here, but instead I've decided to just go for all characters we've seen before. So you'll see a lot of them are from just Total Drama Island, or Revenge of the Island, or even the new seasons. You can see Scary Girl, Axel, and Roger here, along with a couple of extra faces. Well, let's just quickly go through the teams. Returning from the original Ridonculous race, we have MacArthur and Sanders, Carrie and Devon, Jux and Jose, Emma and Kitty, Noah and Owen, Crimson and Ennui, Dwayne and Junior, Ryan and Stephanie, and there you go. New to Ridonculous Race 2, we have Alejandro and his brother Jose. We have DJ and DJ's mama. No, that's good. We have Dawn and Scary Girl together. Some people are like kind of theorizing that Scary Girl is Dawn or whatever, and even though I just don't think that's the case at all, might as well let's just add some more fuel to the fire. Let's put them both on a team. Why not? We have, obviously, the Parker twins, Sammy and Amy, and we also have Jasmine and Sean, the survivalists. Our own team, we have, from the new seasons, we have Wayne and Raj. We have Mike and Zoe as well, from Revenge of the Island. Lindsay and Tyler, Chris McLean and Chef, they are not too pleased with being contestants. Katie and Sadie, Joe and Brick, and Axel and Anne Maria. And there's not much of a link between these two at all, really, but I thought it would be interesting. So, episode 1, Toronto, Canada, so they start from the same place as in the OG Ridonculous race. However, there's going to be one more change, and that's basically whoever gets first place will be able to pick which team has to sort of stay behind. Basically, they get to pick a team to get a disadvantage, kind of like the boomerang, but a little bit different. And second and third place cannot be chosen. So basically, there's more of a reward to winning, because you get to pick who you want to sort of get a disadvantage, and there's also an advantage to being second and third because you just can't be picked. So, starting for Toronto, Canada, I think it's safe to say that this time we're gonna have Sanders and MacArthur win. Alejandro and Jose will get second. Ice Dancers will get third. It basically doesn't matter because this one is a non-elimination. So there's basically no need to worry at all. However, who do Sanders and MacArthur pick? Now, they definitely would have picked the Ice Dancers if they could, but because they're immune, they'll have to pick someone else, and they decide to pick Stephanie and Ryan, just because they did well last time. They don't really know these other people. I mean, sure, Chris and Chef was also tempting, but they decided they know Stephanie and Ryan, especially when they're dating. They're pretty strong teams, so no hard feelings, it's just the game. Now, in episode 2, so I will just put them all back, so I can do that. Boom. problem. Now, the winners this time are going to be Jasmine and Sean. Then second place will be Ice Dancers. And third place, I'm gonna give it, you know what, why not? Let's give it to Katie and Sadie. Just for fun. So this time there actually will be an elimination. Obviously Ryan and Stephanie have a disadvantage. After this, it will be Sanders and MacArthur, followed by Joe and Axel, followed by not Joe and Axel, oh my god, Joe and Brick, followed by Mike and Zoe, followed by Wayne and Raj, followed by Alejandro and Jose, followed by Noah, Owen, Kitty, Emma, DJ, and his mama, Soul and Maria, Dawn and Scary Girl, Harry and Devin, Crimson and Ennui, Wayne and Junior, and now we have, obviously we have the bottom 4 teams. I will say that Chris and Chef gets 4th to last. I will say that Tyler and Lindsay get 3rd to last, and the bottom 2, I'm going to say that basically what I think is going to happen is I do believe Alejandro and Jose will be the big villains of this season, and I think Ryan and Stephanie may have argued just a little bit, and I think Alejandro and Jose have taken advantage of that. And along with the disadvantage they already have, makes them eliminated. Obviously, Sammy and Amy have a lot of arguing too, which is why they didn't do very well. So, who do Jasmine and Sean pick? They pick MacArthur and Sanders because, well, they are winners or finalists, so I mean, I think that's pretty reasonable to you know target and stuff. So who's going to be the big loser in episode 3? And obviously, can't pick third. So in this one, I would say that this time Alejandro and Jose win, followed by Joe and Rick, Mike, Zoe, Jasmine, and Sean. Ice Dancers go next. I just realized I'm putting them all in the wrong spot. That's awesome. So basically, yeah, I do think Alejandro and Jose will be the big villains. Of course, no one will really like the Ice Dancers a whole lot either, and obviously no one will like Chris and Chef. After this, I believe it will. So we'll do that. Harry and Devin, Crimson and Ennui. I think DJ and his mama. I think Chris and Chef. Tyler, Lindsay. I also think at this point, Kitty and Emma, and Noah and Owen. And you'll notice these 4 are definitely kind of working together because, Emma and Noah are a thing. Katie and Sadie, Dawn and Scary Girl. Sanders and MacArthur are fine still, despite the disadvantage. Wayne and Raj, and Sammy and Amy. So out of these bottom 2, I'm going to eliminate these ones, Axel and Anne Maria. Basically, this is kind of a duo that just doesn't get along, and Amory's, Amory's pretty slack. Doesn't really want to compete. So they are the big losers. Now, who do Alejandro and Jose make the big losers? Who do they give the disadvantage to? I think they're going to pick the biggest target. And I think they're going to pick... I think they're going to pick the ice dancers. They are quite athletic, after all. So, of course, we're now in Punta and Arenas, Chile. So some of the locations, obviously to the left is all the locations. So to is Havana, Cuba. Now, in this particular episode, it's another elimination. This time, Joe and Brooke managed to win. Surprisingly good performance from then Tyler and Lindsay. And then, obviously, now MacArthur and Sanders win. Followed by Jasmine and Sean, Alejandro and Jose. Putting them all in the wrong spot once again. I'm really good at this. Yeah, definitely. I will just leave them all there then. Do we really need this flag? We can get the points. Alright. I was gonna do Mike and Zoe next. Let me just move them all up. Yep, and then of course, hello Mike and Zoe. Followed by Wayne and Raj. Then we have Katie and Emma, Noah and Owen. We have Crimson and Enui, DJ and his mama, Devin and Carrie. Then we'd have the ice dancers. They're still in it. Then I would have Chris and Chef. Here. Then after this, so obviously this is the final four. So I'd probably go this, and then this, and then this. So goodbye, Katie and Sadie. You had an alright run, but I'm afraid your time has ran out. So I guess next is episode 5, which is just who would Joe and Brick pick? I would say they'd pick Chris and Chef. Just Joe would want to do that. Either way, it doesn't really matter because episode 5 is a non-elimination, but it is important to know who the winners are. So I will show the winners. The winners will be Jasmine and Sean. I believe they will. I believe they'll continue targeting Chris and Chef. So Chris and Chef are not going to be having a good time next episode. That is for sure. Now in episode 6, I would say it's safe to say that. Let's just quickly move them all back. I would say that in this particular episode, I would say the ice dancers win. Good job, ice dancers. Anyway, I would say I'm gonna Dwayne and Judy have a little bit of a comeback. I'm gonna say Mike and Zoe. I'm gonna say DJ and his mama. The twins actually managed to win for once, and then and Sean, and the police cadets Alejandro and Jose, Joe Brick, Noah, Owen, Devin and Carrie, Kitty and Emma, Dawn and Scary Girl. Now we got the bottom three. We're going to have Tyler and Lindsay. And then for this bottom two, we're going to have... We kind of have to get rid of Chris and Chef. They got screwed over, man. Rip the hosts. Episode 7 is actually another non-elimination, but it is important to know who the ice dancers would pick. They would pick space police cadets, no doubt, and I'd say they win again. I will say, let's go Kitty and Emma, and that would also mean Noah. Oh, we're not good too. So, for episode 8, who do they pick? They pick the police cadets again. Now, who actually wins episode 8? I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna say Alejandro and Jose win this time. Followed by, let's go, you know what? Let's go Scary Girl, Dawn, and then after that we'll go get this. Get silver, not silver, bronze. We'll just sort of do a repeat here. Everyone's safe. Joe Rick, then get here. Jasmine, Sean, Crimson, Ennui, Mike and Zoe, DJ and his mama, Twins, Junior, Tyler and Lindsay, and out of the bottom three, Devin and Carrie are right, and the police cadets managed to just stay in the race. So goodbye, this will be episode 8, goodbye Wayne and Raj. They certainly tried their best. Now for episode 9, which we are in now in Tokyo, this will be another elimination. I believe Alejandro and Jose will give the disadvantage to... I'm gonna say they pick Mike and Zoe. Alejandro might want a little bit of revenge for Mal. And, you know, just kind of though a pretty strong team anyways. So in episode 9, the winners will be Devin and Carrie, followed by the police cadets, followed by a good performance from Dwayne and Junior, then DJ and his mama, followed by ice dancers, followed by the Alejandro and Jose, followed by Jasmine and Sean, followed by Emma, Kitty, and then Noah and Owen, Brick and Joe, Scary Girl and Dawn, Crimson Ennui, and now the bottom three. Twins, and then unfortunately this has got to be their time to go, and unfortunately I just realized I put them all in this spot which they were not meant to be. Alright, well, anyways, I'll have to fix that. Luckily episode 10 is non-elimination, so I'll just put them all up here. And so far, obviously Alejandro and Jose have sort of been big villains. You can imagine Sammy and Amy are going through a lot, being twins that hate each other, and of course Jasmine is trying to help out Sammy the best she can. We'll see Kitty, Emma, Noah, and Owen are all working together, which just makes sense to me. Lindsay and Tyler are sort of doing their own thing. Joe and Brick obviously have that kind of weird rivalry kind of thing going on, but they're working together. They do well enough. It's just it can be a little bit heated sometimes. And of course, Carrie and Devin, they're doing alright. Episode 10 is non-elimination. Devin and Carrie, I reckon they would have picked the ice dancers. That ultimately wouldn't have mattered. Of course, what does matter is who ends up being the winners. And I think it's safe to say that the winners, you know what? Let's give it to Noah and Owen. Why not? And let's say this is so, for episode 11, who do Noah and Owen pick? I will say that out of this group, it's hard to say. I'm gonna say they pick the ice dancers, but I'm not really certain. Either way, it's episode 11, and Police Cadets win, followed by Storm Scary Girl, followed by Noah and Owen, and then Kitty and Emma, Rick, Sammy and Amy, Lindsay and Tyler, Alejandro and Jose, so Jasmine and Sean I don't do as well this time. Devin and Carrie, Wayne and Junior, and then we have DJ and his mama, and out of this bottom two, I'm gonna say there's some sabotage from the ice dancers. They're kind of down. Remember, they have a disadvantage, and I think they managed to eliminate. Kind of managed to sabotage, kind of like what they did in the first Ridonculous race. So lucky them, I guess. They're here. Now, who do I think? Well, this is another non-elimination episode, but who do I think will win? We'll go Joe and Brick. And then we'll go Carrie and Devin, and we'll give Dwayne and Junior some time. So, who did they pick? I'm gonna say they pick Alejandro and Jose. I think that makes sense at this point. So, yeah, you know, Alejandro and Jose are pretty obviously villains at this point. Now, episode 13. Goodbye. Well, I think it's safe to say, let's give the win to DJ and his mama. Give him some time. Dawn and Scary Girl get second. Jasmine, Sean get third. Ice Dancers get fourth. Joe and Brick get fifth. Carrie and Devin get sixth. Lindsay and Tyler get seventh. Sanders and MacArthur get eighth. Dwayne and Junior get ninth. And now we have the bottom four twins. So at this point, Alejandro and Jose are kind of a disadvantage. It's not good. And Alejandro just really does not like Owen at all. Remember that's kind of a whole thing. And Noah really doesn't like Alejandro's. So basically, these two teams keep trying to. Mostly they screw over these guys. So, Rip, Owen, and Noah, and yes, once again, I realize I put these all in the wrong goddamn spot. Awesome. Yeah, Noah and Owen are eliminated. They couldn't, I mean, they can't go all the way and win. Owen's already a finalist, and they already did pretty well in the first Ridonculous race, so I thought let's eliminate him a little bit earlier this time, but not like super early. They're still in it for half the season. It's pretty good. Of course, we still have the Santa and MacArthur finalists still in here, but you know, Owen and Noah have had a lot of seasons, a lot of screen time. Now episode 40. Now, I would say that who would DJ and DJ's mum pick? I'm gonna just say they keep picking Alejandro and Jose. I mean, people just don't like him. Alright? So, that's just kinda how it be. I'll say that we're in Siberia now. So obviously the Irish dancers have got to win that. And we'll give Sanders and MacArthur second. We will give Carrie and Deb third place. Then we'll give it to Lindsay and Tyler, Joe and Rick, DJ and Mama, Jasmine and Sean, Emma and Kitty. So obviously they're kind of by themselves now, which kind of sucks for them. Twins. Now bottom three. I'm gonna say this. No, I'm actually gonna say. Okay, you'll know who I'm eliminating, but I'm gonna change it so they get third last, and then these people get second last. So, goodbye, Dawn and Scary Girl, and god damn it, I keep putting them in the wrong bastard spot. Why do I keep doing this to myself? I can't even make a goddamn video. But yeah, regardless, yeah, Dawn and Scary Girl, I mean, they're nice characters, they're cool characters, but, I mean, they're not really integral to it, they don't really have much plot or anything, so they can't really last forever. And I think 14 episodes is pretty good for these characters, anyway. Next up, we have Chernobyl. Who do they pick? Well, they would pick Sanders and MacArthur, but because they can't, they just pick Jose and Alejandro again, so for them. Let's actually not mess this up this time. The winners are we'll give it to Kitty and Emma. And then we'll give them the comeback. And then we'll give Joe and Brick. And then we'll have Sanders and MacArthur. I'm putting them all in the wrong spot again. At least I realized this time. Ice Dancers, Lindsay and Tyler. I would say that they do okay this race. Then I would go DJ and his mama, and now the bottom three. Carrie and Devin are fine. Yes, we have all the Park Island characters down at the bottom two. And I'm going to say that this is where the Sammy and Amy arc ends. Yeah, as you can imagine, it would be like Sammy finally standing up to herself and stuff, and Amy just being Amy causes them to get eliminated. And of course Jasmine's a little disheartened, but they continue on. Now episode 16 is a non-elimination, but they would pick, I reckon they'd pick the ice dancers. As for winners, I would say let's give the win to Alejandro and Jose. Jasmine, no, not Jasmine, Sean, no, I don't think so actually. I'm gonna go with Lindsay and Tyler. There we go, I think that's fair enough. I reckon Alejandro and Jose, I reckon they'll pick the ice dancers, or maybe even, I think they pick the, I think they'll pick the ice dancers. Nah, you know what, now they're gonna pick Jasmine and Sean, just because they sort of realize Jasmine's not in the best mindset after sort of Sammy's elimination, so they try and do their best to get rid of it. Now episode 70. Now, I would say a surprise win from Lindsay and Tyler, followed by then Jose and Alejandro, followed by Joe and Brick, followed by Dwayne and Junior, Carrie and Devin, DJ and his mama, and I would say Kitty and Emma. Now the bottom three, I'm gonna say Sean and Jasmine actually make it through still, and so now we have the bottom two. These two have been sabotaging each other this whole time. And who's eliminated out of between these two? Well, the answer is both of them. This is a double elimination episode. Rip to both of the teams. I think it's fair enough to eliminate both at the same time. I think that's quite good. Now, who did they pick? I really don't know. Maybe they might pick. I feel like they might just go like Dwayne. Let's just say they pick Dwayne and Julia. Why not? Either way, it doesn't matter because this is a non-elimination. So, who are the winners? So Joe and Brick. And I'm gonna say Alejandro and Jose get second, and then DJ and his mama get third. So Joe and Brick target Jasmine and Sean, considering they're the most athletic people they can pick. So Jasmine and Sean have the disadvantage for episode 19, which is an elimination episode. Now, in terms of who it's safe, DJ and his mama win. Then Devin and Carrie get second. Jose and Alejandro get third. Lindsay and Tyler get fourth. Kitty and Emma get fifth. And now we have obviously the bottom three teams. Brick and Joe are safe, and yes, the disadvantage was enough to eliminate Sean and Jasmine. Also, Sean's already a finalist, so they can't really win this anyways. So they have to be eliminated at some point. I think 19 episodes is pretty good for these characters. There's a lot of development with Sammy and Amy, but also as well once Sammy and Amy gone, Jasmine and Sean don't have a ton left to do. So 20 is non-elimination, as you can see. But DJ and then Mama, they pick Joe and Brick. And then we'll make, we'll make Kitty, Emma win, Jose Alejandro gets second. Dwayne and Junior can get. Dwayne and Junior can get third. By the way, it doesn't really matter. What does matter is who's getting eliminated. I will say that I'm gonna make Jose and Alejandro win. And I'm gonna make Terry and Devin get second. And then the sisters will get third. I will say that DJ is not third last, and in terms of who's the big loser, I'm sorry, Lindsay and Tyler. They did really well, and obviously they have a good chance they would be good finalists for the season, but I've decided against it. Still, 21 episodes is very nice for both these characters. I just think I've picked finalists which I think would be more interesting, or you could just have more story potential with. So 22 is the final non-elimination episode. As you can see, it's just all orange from here on out. Now, in terms of who the big loser is, not the big loser, in terms of who wins, well, obviously they'd probably pick Joe and Brick, and then they would win once again. The only thing I'd change is I'd say this, and then this. This is the change. Joe and Brick would just be picked again by Alejandro and Jose. So, for episode 23, it's going to be tricky. I will say that DJ and his mum win, followed by Emma and Kitty. Yeah, I think. Hold on, let me actually. Sorry, let me just take this all back real quick. Nah, well, actually, I'm gonna give the win to Dwayne and Junior. A big, big old twist. They get second. I'm gonna say DJ and his mama get this. Okay, then this is the bottom two right here. And I'm going to eliminate. Well, I think nice to put more more suspense. Let's go. This was intentionally misplaced at this time. See, for more tension. Ooh, who's going to be eliminated? Is it Emma or Kitty or Joe and Brick? Or is it both of them? Nah, it's gonna be Kitty and Emma. I definitely thought about making them win, but I feel like they already have a good enough ending with Emma and Noah getting together, and then they will be chilling out. I still think this is a pretty solid spot for them, regardless. Now, who do Dwayne and Junior pick? Now, at this point, there's really only two people they can pick between, and they pick Brick and Joe again, so they're really struggling. But this time, I'm gonna say Devin and... Oh my god, I almost put them in the wrong spot for like the millionth time again. Devin and Carrie are safe. I'm going to say that they get second, and then Joe and Brick actually just get third. So the bottom two. I'm sorry, man. Dwayne and Junior, you did great, but you're just not quite there. who do... Well, obviously at this point, the only people that can get a disadvantage are DJ and his mum, because literally there's only 4 people left. So who's eliminated episode 25? Well, this point being first doesn't really matter as much, but Zay and Alejandro win, Joe and Brick, and then finally, right at the bottom, DJ and his mama. Yes, the disadvantage it was close, but the disadvantage was enough to eliminate them. And finally, final episode. Who will win? Who will lose? It's honestly very predictable at this point. You can, at this point, Campbell and Aqua, you can kind of tell the villains are going to lose. Right? It just makes too much sense. Meaning, these are our finalists. Joe and Brick and Carrie and Devin. The reason why I picked these two as the finalists, I picked Devin and Carrie because I believe they kind of got screwed over. Like, let's be real, they got screwed over big time. They got screwed over big time. Devin got injured, which is that's just an unfortunate way to get eliminated. And so this time I've given them the full-on comeback, and they've now won it all. And Joe and Brick, I think, would be a good rivalry for Alejandro. They're kind of like, they get targeted a lot, you'll notice. So they're kind of like strong underdogs. They're underdogs because they're targeted so much, because often there's not many other choices. But they're also, I think this works. I think this works quite well. Obviously there goes from bottom to top. As you can see, I think this works pretty well. If you have anything you'd like to comment on, you just comment it. If you liked the video, obviously like it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you all next time.